Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Stay for a while. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world watching this video. But today we've got such a fun, exciting video for you guys. So I create monthly TBRs, and for the month of February, I picked quite a few books. I still have quite a few left that I haven't read. Obviously, I was in a mini reading slump, guys, so I didn't really read that much at the beginning of February, but I now have quite a few books that I need to catch up on, ready for my February TBR. But first, drink break. I don't know about you guys, but I just love a good matcha. Love a good strawberry matcha. But enough about the matcha and enough rambling, and let's get into the books that I've got. So I'm going to start my Kindle first. So I have Addicted for Now, which is the third book in the Addicted Callaway Sister series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I'll insert the picture up here. And then I've also got A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly, also by Sophie St. Germain. And I'll also pop a picture up here of the two Kindle books that I have to read. And then for physical books, I have quite a chunky selection, guys. It's not good. So the first book I have is Change of Heart by Bailey Hannah, which is kind of like a small town cowboy kind of romance. You know the drill. I love it. So I should be able to get through this pretty quickly. I did like the first one, Alive and Wells. I did like it. I think I rated it a 3-star or something, but we've got the third book in the book series. I don't know if I need to read them interconnected. Like, I think they're interconnected standalone, so I don't think I got to read them in the series order, but I've got to read this book anyway. And then the next book I have is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. Now, I know that this is Ellen Catherine's 5-star. She raves about this, and I want to know what it's about. I want to know the same kind of feelings and thoughts. So we've also got this. And then lastly, we have Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber, which is her newest release from last year. And I'm very excited to get to this one too. And this one's quite relatively short, but I think I'm going to kind of think about what one I'm going to start. I think the one that is calling me the most is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. It's the one that's given me the most kind of pull at the moment. And I feel like we're just going to get started and we're just going to read and see how we go. And I'll give you an update when I've got somewhere in the book. So I thought I would give you a little update on Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. And can we just talk about this cover? Like, it is gorgeous, and I really like the inside of it. I just think it's really gorgeous. I think it's the same on the back side as well. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But enough about cover. I am reading the Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber, and I am loving this book, guys. I have sped read this so quickly. So I am currently on chapter 33, page 204, and I thought I would just give you a little bit of an update on where I am, what I think about it, and just a bit more in depth, because in my intro I just kind of said the books that I had. So we are following Holland, and she has a mysterious twin sister called January. You do find this out very early on, guys, so I don't think it's too much of a spoiler. and something happened to her parents about 15 years ago, and you kind of see what is kind of happening and them living their life after, and you're kind of seeing this magical ability element enter her life. So her dad used to be like a playwright, a script writer for movies and things like that, so you kind of just find everything about her parents' life and her life. And basically one day, you at the beginning of the book, you meet Holland, who is our female main character of the book, and she's currently on a date with a guy called Jake, and you kind of find out a little bit about their romance life and a bit about how they kind of came together and things like that. And then as you get further into the book, you kind of find out a bit more about the magic element side of things, and you just find out kind of more about her life and where she came from and the people that are around her, and the world that she exists in is a big fat lie, basically. And you kind of find out more and more information as you go in as to around the world that she lives in and around the world she's kind of from and things like that, which I think is a really cool concept to kind of have. I'm also just going to say, guys, I know a lot of my nails are falling off, guys, and I am getting them done, I promise, but right now they are just kind of what they are, and we're just going to have to ignore it for this video. But we are also kind of following so many different kind of side characters who are becoming kind of in the main plot and things like that, and I just think this is a really interesting way to write the story. I am very hooked in it, and I think there is constantly things going on that make you think, oh, like, is that person lying and the other person? It's kind of constantly making your mind think on overdrive, and I really like the plot, and I like kind of the essence of the plot and the world building that is happening. So it is, I think it's like 322 pages, and again, I said I was on 204 pages, chapter 33. So I feel like I could get this book read. I'm very nervous to kind of see the ending. I hope that it doesn't really like flop or anything like that, because so far this book has been really good. But I think I'm just going to finish the rest of this book tonight. I'm just going to get cozy and comfy, just finish, have some dinner, eat some food, and finish this before Love Island's on tonight, guys. So I think that's just my plan. I'm going to hopefully try and finish it. I haven't got that many pages left. I've got about 116 pages, I want to say. So I'm definitely sure that I can get through this. But I thought while we were here, maybe we could choose our next book, because I feel like we can just then go straight into it tomorrow and we can just get reading. So I think I'm really stuck between two books. I'm stuck between Change of Heart by Bailey Hannah, because I really did like the first one, but I'm also really kind of just wanting to get started with Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. But I think I'm going to go with something a little bit more lighthearted, and I'm going to go with Change of Heart by Bailey Hannah. So this is going to be our next book once we've finished Alchemy of Secrets, and this is also on Kindle, guys. So I also need to take the sticker off because the stickers really annoy me. But yeah, that's all I'm kind of going to update you. I don't think I'm going to update you anymore tonight. I think I'm just going to read my book, get comfy, and if I do start this book, I will let you know in the morning. But I think I will probably only get around to just finishing this book tonight. But that is all of my updates so far. So I'm going to love you and leave you for tonight, and I'll speak to you in the morning. Hey guys, and it is the next day, so it is Monday today, and I don't know if I told you, but I have a week off this week, so I'm not working this week. I have a week off, so I want to talk to you a bit more about Alchemy of Secrets. So I didn't finish it last night as I thought I was going to, because me and my partner decided very nicely to watch a movie together. So we watched a movie and then watched Love Island, so I didn't actually read much more. I think by the time I had updated you, I probably only read about 40 to 50 pages more. So we have got this to finish today, and then I did say in my last clipping of my update was that we're going to read Change of Heart. That's still going to happen, and the weather's outside is actually really nice, so it makes me want to go outside a little bit today. I don't know where I want to go though. I was kind of thinking maybe going somewhere where I can just sit in the open, or I might just find a really nice spot where I can sit in my car and I can read. So we might do that later on, but I think before I even leave the house, I really want to finish Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. I do just want to say that I'm probably still thinking the exact same thoughts as I did yesterday. I think it is like a 3.5 star so far. I don't think I might go up or down. I don't know, but I don't think I will go up anymore. I think this will stay at 3.5 star. But let's just get this book finished, and then we're going to read Chain of Heart, which I'm going to get on my Kindle because it's on Kindle Unlimited. And we're just going to get on, really. I think we're just going to get on with the day. It is currently like, I want to say it's kind of like 10:15. So we have got a lot to get through. I had a really lazy morning. So I think the plan is I'm going to make a matcha, or I'm going to get a drink of some sort, and then I'm going to sit, I'm going to read my book, and then once I'm finished, I'm probably going to look at venturing out because it's really nice and sunny today. So that's all I've got for an update so far. So let's get into reading. Hey guys, so I thought I would give you a little update on where I am with my reading and what I've done. So it is currently, I want to say, it's currently 1:45, so it's 1:45, and I thought I would just kind of give you a mini update on where I am. So I finished Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. So I finished this book and I rated this at 3.5. I knew that I wasn't going to change my opinion or approval on the situation. I felt I was very clear on where I was going to sit with this all. And then I did start Chain of Heart by Bailey Hannah, and I am quite far the way through. I'm so sorry. I'm literally holding my tripod, so I'm very sorry if it shakes. So I am about maybe like 50% or nearly 50% the way through Chain of Heart by Bailey Hannah, and I'm really enjoying this. It's a really little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie. There are some topics in here that makes me feel really sad, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but I definitely feel that I'm really enjoying this book. I'm loving the book. I'm loving everything to do with this at the moment, and I'm just really intrigued to see where this goes. I feel like this one, out of the two books that I've read, Alive and Wells and this one, I do prefer, like, I'm preferring this one over the others, but I feel like that's just for this time being. But I'm just really loving this book, guys. So I think for the rest of the sorry guys, I'm just moving you. So I think for the rest of the afternoon, I'm just gonna try and get this read. I'm reading it on my Kindle, so I feel like that's making me read it a little bit faster. But I think I'm just gonna finish this book, and then I think we're just gonna choose our next book. But that's kind of all I've got for update wise. I don't think I've got anything else to say. I feel like I'm just really loving this book. I might actually talk a little bit about it. So this is about Blair and Denver. So Blair's mum has an illness that is basically really upsetting. So her mum basically has Alzheimer's, and you find what her life has been like since she fell in love with Denver, who is our male main character. And they dated when they were children, and then she moved away. And you kind of see how, since their relationship, what their friendship is like, if they've got one. You kind of see what they've been up to and things like that. And then you also kind of see the other side of things, such as Denver's life, where he's a cowboy, he does rodeos and things like that, and you kind of see how he's kind of living his life since she's left and things like that. And then you see Blair's life and how she manages her mum's illness, how her family is and things like that, which I think is really sweet. And then you're watching them kind of come together and kind of navigate where they're going to go with their lives next. They haven't been together since they were children, so you're kind of just seeing their life kind of unfold a little bit more, and kind of watching their relationship kind of redevelop again, which is really nice to see, because this is what I do like about children, friends from childhood, like lovers to like adult lovers. The one thing I do like is watching the maturity of the characters grow, and kind of watch how they were both very different people when they were younger, which I think is really nice, guys. And I just love it. I love a good, like, childhood friends and lovers and things like that. I love it. But that's kind of all my updates for now. So I feel like I'm just going to get reading, and I'm going to leave you to it. So I will update you once I've finished the book. I think that's the plan. Sorry guys, but I have to talk about the scene in just a second. This man has literally just asked her to crawl. What? Like, give it to me now, like, give it to me now. I was literally like reading it, I just was like, and then this is literally what he says. He's like, not like that, show me you deserve a taste, crawl. I'm done, guys. I'm done. I am done, guys. What? I literally, like, the fact that we have just completely changed. Like, it was cute, little bit of spice. Like, this book is spicy, guys. I'm not gonna lie, this book has a bit of spice, and I'm loving it. And I like my books with spice, guys. So if you do like your books, you don't like your books with spice, I don't recommend reading this, or just skip the whole time that they do the shenanigans. But honestly, when I tell you, I was literally sat here reading, like, minding my own business, and he says that, I'm like, yes, please, girly, you better crawl, because I would crawl, honestly. Oh man, I could not, guys, honestly. Love Denver even more than I did guys, break my heart. Honestly, just love it. So I've just finished Train of Heart by Bailey Hannah, and I absolutely love this book. It was a 4-star. I thoroughly enjoyed this book so much, guys. And there are some scenes in here, guys, that if you are a smut lover, you beware, because these are heavy. I absolutely love this book, though. I think the relationship and the development of every single character was really explored. I think you saw them from when they were teenagers to what they are now, to who they are now, and the change, it wasn't rushed. I think this is a really good sized book. She included everything, and I think the representation for Alzheimer's was really good. I think within the sense of you're not just looking at that one person affected, you're looking at everybody, and it was really heavy in this book. I do just want to say, please check some trigger warnings that are in this book. There are a few in here that you may want to have a look at if you are going to look at reading this book. But again, I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this book, guys. It was heaven. It was chef's kiss. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not too sure what I'm going to read next. I feel like I need to have a little smooch. I don't know if I'm going to read another book on my Kindle. I don't know. I think I'm probably maybe going to read a fantasy. So the two fantasy books that we've got for this video would be A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly and Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. So I think I'm just going to get cozy. So I think we're going to read A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly on my Kindle. I do need to charge my Kindle, so it depends how far we can get into this before then. But I think that's all I'm going to speak about, and I will catch you up when I've got some way through, pardon me, A Tongue So Deadly and Sweet. Hey guys, so obviously you could probably tell that I didn't film anything else in yesterday's video. From yesterday, I just was trying to sort some stuff out, and with my camera and everything like that, and it just was not going the way I wanted to. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to settle in and I'm just going to read my book. So I did read A Tongue So Deadly and Sweet, and I got 156 pages in chapter 26, and I'm 34% the way through the book. So we made a definite good chunk of that. So, and then I did start an audiobook as well. I started Couplet Number 9. I know this isn't an audiobook that is on my TBR, but I just thought I'd mention it anyway. I started an audiobook. I think I'm about 6 chapters in. So I have a couple of things that I need to do today. So I've got to take Matt's car to the MOT. I am going to see so while I'm waiting for his car to be done, I'm going off to see Matt's dad, who just lives down the road from the MOT place. So we're just going to go and see him, and then I'm probably going to sit and get some editing done, hopefully, while I'm there, or at least get some sort of thing done for either YouTube or TikTok while I'm there. And then I'm going to come home and I'm going to finish kind of reading and getting this video sorted and moving forward. Although we're only on Tuesday, we have read 2 books. We are on our 3rd, so I don't really think that that's too bad. But I'm just going to continue going. I'm going to read. I'm going to sit here until about 1:30, 1:15. I'm going to sit here till between 1:15 and 1:30. I'm going to sit here till so yeah, that's kind of the plans, and I will speak to you once I have an update again. guys, we have to talk. I've just finished A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly by Sophie Saint Germain, and I'm sorry, that cliffhanger, what? No, 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 that last scene literally broke my heart. But we have finished our third book. Yeah, our third book so far in Can I Finish My February TBR? And I think it's looking quite positive, guys, because we only have Addicted for now and Bury Our Bones in Midnight Soil. So those are the two books that we've got left. And I think I'm going to start making dinner. It's currently 11:25. I might start making my lunch. I'm going to have like barbecue chicken, a bit of bacon in a salad with some feta. I think that's what I'm going to have. So I think I'm going to go and make that. I think I'm going to listen to an audiobook or something while I do it. And then what I'll do is I will come back and I will speak to you when I think of a book that I kind of want to read. But that's all my updates. I really don't like where that cliffhanger ended, so I feel like I probably will pick up the next book in about a week or so. I think I need to digest everything, but that's all for now. So I think I'm gonna make some dinner, well, make some lunch, shall I say, and then I will kind of speak to you in a little while. So I thought I would give you a little bit of an update. It is quite a while later, so it is currently 20 to 8. So I want to kind of give you a bit of information about where I've been, what I've been doing. So I did some editing. I didn't want to film me editing just because that's not something that I wanted to film. It's a boring thing that, it's boring to some people to watch people edit. But I did read quite a lot of the audiobook while I was editing that. So I've done that now, guys. And then I obviously went and took Matt's car. I was with Matt's dad for a while. I did some reading. I did a bit more editing and things like that. So I wasn't going to film there, as that's other people's private space and things like that. So I came home. I've had my dinner and I've just been reading for a little while now. So I just thought I would give you an update. So I'm currently reading Addicted for Now by Krista and Becca Ritchie. Then I'm about 137 pages in. 192 pages in. I'm 37% the way through, and I've just started part 2, and I'm really enjoying this book, guys. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it and invest in it as much as I have. I'm absolutely loving it, and I've just got to a part where you're kind of watching these two people come back. One's come out of rehab and things like that. So you're watching that, guys, and it's so good. I've thoroughly enjoyed it so far. So I'm definitely going to keep reading, and I will give you more of an update once I've kind of finished. But I would say this book is kind of sat at 3.5 star at the moment. I am really enjoying it. So I'm just going to kind of carry on reading, really, and I will give you more of an update when I Hey guys, it is a Wednesday morning and I had a really cozy morning in bed. I had a really lazy morning. It is currently 10:30 and this morning I woke up at 7:15 and I read my book. I just wanted to be at one, comfy in my bed, reading my book, loving my life. So I did that. So I woke up at 7:15 and I picked my book up straight away. So I was reading Addicted for Now yesterday and I got quite a lot. So by the time I had actually went to bed, I was 85% the way through the book, and then I finished the 15% this morning, and then I also started the baby Dragon bookshop, which is the third book in the Baby Dragon series. I am 58% the way through. I literally sped read this. Now, I know this isn't technically on my TBR, but I thought I would just include it anyway. And the reason I just wanted something really light, really cleansing, just really fluffy, so that I can get into Bury Our Bones, The Midnight Soil, as that is our last book of our February TBR. And I just kind of wanted to include other books that I was also reading. And I've also been reading The Couple at Number 9 on my audiobook this morning. So I thought I would just give you a reading update of where I am with everything. So my goal is to try and finish the Baby Dragon bookshop today. I think I've got about an hour and a half to 2 hours left. So I definitely think that we could get it done. And I also have a few errands to run. So I'll be listening to the audiobook kind of as I'm going to do these errands. But I don't really have any other updates right now. But I will give you an update when I am ready to start Bury Our Bones, The Midnight Soil. Or if you want to see my thoughts and opinions, maybe I'll just add my thoughts and opinions of the Baby Book Dragon. Well, it's not really on my TBR. I don't know, guys. If I want to add, I will. If I don't, edit me, we'll figure that out when I go to edit the clip. So who knows, guys? But I will chat to you when I start Bury Our Bones, The Midnight Soil. I think that would be a good place to start, because then that would be the last book. And I'm hoping to kind of finish it by Friday. So that's my goal, 400 and something, 500 pages in like a matter of 2 days. And I also just want to say as well, tonight is Wednesday, obviously today's Wednesday, but you know that I have Matt's brother come over, Ben. He comes over on Wednesday evenings, so I don't usually read that much on a Wednesday evening. So I probably only read an hour before bed. Normally, if that was a work day, I'd only read about an hour and a half before bed. So I'm really hoping that I can get that book finished so that I can start Bury Our Bones, The Midnight Soil this afternoon. That's the kind of goal. And then if I maybe can audiobook it, maybe, I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. That's just me thinking while I'm filming. But yeah, I will come with you with an update once I have started my book. So I feel like we're just gonna it's been a little while, and it's now time to start Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I am very excited, guys. I do not actually know much about this book. I'm not sure I don't even know what it's about. It just says 3 young women, their bodies planted in the same soil, the stories tangling like roots. One grows high, one grows deep, and one grows wild, and all of them grow teeth. So I assume it's probably like a vampire romance, I want to say. Like, obviously, I remember when it first came out, and I know everyone was obsessed with it, but I kind of didn't really want to know anything about it. But I'm gonna read this. I've got about 3 hours before I need to take my car, so we're gonna get cracking, see what we can read in the next 3 hours. I'm hoping to get at least 150 to 200 pages read. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm gonna stop my rambling.
Remember the days we were young, wild and free, basic getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day, laughing, having fun. Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, where did you go? Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, sweet joy, where did you go? Remember the days we were young. hang out the whole next day, laughing, having fun. Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, where did you go? Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, sweet joy, where did you go? Remember the days we were young, wild and free, basic getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day, laughing, having fun. Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, where did you go? Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, sweet joy, where did you go?
So I have just finished Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, and it was a 4.5 star. I absolutely loved this book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It kept me on my feet, and it was everything I needed. I felt like I needed a really big refresh in my fantasy, and I think it's made me want to explore kind of more vampire books. Like, I do read a lot of fantasy, but I feel like I want to explore more of this style of book. So in this book, I just thought I'd give you a bit of a rundown. So in this book, we are following 3 female vampires, and we're watching their life as they grow and as they go older and things like that. So we start off with Maria, and then we watch everyone's life unfold. So we follow everyone's journey, and I really enjoyed this. I definitely think the concept of the book was something that I never thought I would read, and I just really liked this book. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I feel like a 4.5 is very, very fair for me. I think I was so close to a 5 star. I think I just wanted a bit more at the end, I think, in my head. But it was a 4.5 star, thoroughly enjoyed it. And that's kind of all I've got to say about this book, I think. I feel like I'll probably talk more about it in my wrap up, but I feel like I just need to decompress from this book. So that's the end of today's video. We finished our February TBR, and I am very excited that we can start fresh in March with no books remaining on the TBR for the month of February. And I just want to thank everyone who's watched this video, who stayed to the end, and thank you so much for commenting, subscribing. Make sure you do all those YouTube bits. It genuinely appreciate it, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.